The selection of Portugal, Spain, and Morocco as the joint hosts for the centenary edition of the FIFA World Cup in 2030 represents far more than a logistical triumph. It serves as a monumental geopolitical bridge connecting continents and a profound emotional catalyst for Portuguese national identity. For Cristiano Ronaldo, a figure whose global brand is intricately woven into the fabric of Portuguese cultural diplomacy, the prospect of his nation hosting the world's most prestigious sporting event acts as an unparalleled psychological anchor. Having represented Portugal with distinction across multiple decades, the opportunity to culminate an unmatched career on home soil provides a narrative symmetry that transcends ordinary athletic ambition. This triumvirate co-hosting arrangement, spanning Europe and Africa, elevates the tournament's significance, turning every match played in Lisbon or Porto into an epochal event of cultural unification. Ronaldo's intrinsic desire to participate in this specific tournament is fueled not merely by personal vanity, but by a deep-seated patriotic responsibility to anchor Portugal's modern sporting renaissance. As the nation's greatest ever ambassador, he views the 2030 event as the ultimate stage to cement his homeland's legacy on the global map, ensuring that his final chapter is written in front of the very people who witnessed his meteoric rise from the streets of Madeira. This deep emotional alignment with the home fans creates an intense motivational drive, converting what many consider a far-fetched physical challenge into a personal mission of national pride and historical closure. Furthermore, the geopolitical mechanics of the 2030 bid provide a highly strategic infrastructure that could actively facilitate Ronaldo's physical preservation and extended career longevity. Unlike previous tournaments that subjected aging athletes to grueling transcontinental flights and extreme climatic shifts, the concentrated Iberian-Moroccan cluster offers a logistically streamlined environment characterized by familiar Mediterranean microclimates and state-of-the-art sports science facilities. Playing matches in world-class venues like the Estadio da Luz, the Estadio José Alvalade, or the Estadio de Dragão minimizes the physical toll of travel, allowing an aging athlete of Ronaldo's caliber to maximize recovery protocols. Beyond the physical advantages, the sheer commercial and diplomatic gravity of his presence on home soil cannot be overstated. From a geopolitical marketing standpoint, a joint bid of this magnitude thrives on iconic, instantly recognizable figures to drive international investment, tourism, and broadcast revenue. Ronaldo acts as the ultimate promotional lodestar for the tournament's Iberian organizing committees. His continued active status ensures sustained global spotlight on the region's infrastructure, turning every qualifying match and preparation camp into a high-value media spectacle. Consequently, the synergy between Portugal's co-hosting role and Ronaldo's personal aspirations creates a powerful mutual reinforcement loop, where the geopolitical ambitions of a nation and the historic drive of its greatest athletic icon align perfectly toward a singular, transcendent goal in 2030. The feasibility of Cristiano Ronaldo competing at the elite level of international football at the unprecedented age of 45 is increasingly validated by contemporary advancements in sports science, coupled with strong endorsement from respected peers and sports medicine experts. Former teammates like Nani and experienced tacticians like René Moulenstein have publicly championed Ronaldo's capacity to defy traditional athletic decay, pointing directly to his extraordinary biological age, which consistently registers years younger than his chronological counterpart. This physiological preservation is the direct result of a highly disciplined, scientifically optimized lifestyle characterized by hyperbaric oxygen therapy, cryogenic recovery chambers, micronutritional sequencing, and strict sleep cycle optimization. Analysts like Louis Sahar have noted that Ronaldo's on-pitch movement has transitioned from explosive, energy-expensive wing play to highly intelligent, localized positioning as a clinical striker. This tactical evolution reduces his overall high-intensity sprinting distance while maximizing his efficiency in the penalty box, allowing him to maintain elite-level productivity. Peer validation within the footballing community acts as a powerful psychological validation, reinforcing Ronaldo's internal belief that the human body, when managed with absolute scientific precision, can extend its peak functional window well into the mid-40s, rewriting the established paradigms of professional athletic longevity. In tandem with these physiological advancements, the narrative of the 2030 World Cup is electrified by the unprecedented prospect of generational synergy, the potential for Cristiano Ronaldo to share the international stage with his eldest son, Cristiano Jr., who will be 20 years old by then. This dual generational dynamic represents a historic milestone that transcends the sport itself, echoing rare legendary family pairings across athletic history but on a far grander global scale. For Ronaldo, the motivation of sharing a dressing room, training pitches, and ultimately the pitch itself in a World Cup tournament with his son provides an unmatched emotional drive that eclipses standard career milestones. This ambition acts as a powerful psychological mechanism, driving his daily commitment to painful recovery routines and strict training regimens. For Cristiano Jr., currently developing under elite youth academy systems, the prospect of playing alongside his father at a home World Cup provides an invaluable masterclass in professionalism, elite mindset, and tactical intelligence. This familial narrative not only captivates the global media but also presents a compelling, highly marketable story of legacy, heritage, and continuity. The possibility of this generational passing of the torch, occurring live before a home crowd during a historic centenary World Cup, serves as the ultimate catalyst, transforming Ronaldo's pursuit of the 2030 tournament from a quest for individual records into an eternal family legacy. The institutional willingness of the Portuguese Football Federation, FPF, to accommodate Cristiano Ronaldo's prolonged international career at the 2030 World Cup represents a vital structural pillar in this historic endeavor. Statements from key administrative figures, including FPF President Pedro Proença, emphasize that the federation does not view Ronaldo simply as a legacy player to be phased out, but as an active, invaluable asset whose presence elevates the entire national sporting ecosystem. From an administrative standpoint, the FPF recognizes that having the nation's greatest ever sporting icon involved in a home soil tournament provides unprecedented leverage in terms of commercial sponsorship, global media rights, and grassroots engagement. Consequently, the federation has quietly established a highly collaborative pathway where the coaching staff, sports medicine department, and Ronaldo himself maintain an ongoing dialogue regarding his physical workload and squad integration. Rather than forcing a hard retirement, the institutional consensus is to transition Ronaldo into a hybrid role, serving as both a highly specialized technical weapon on the pitch and a crucial leadership figure in the dressing room. This strategic flexibility by the governing body removes the political pressure of squad selection, allowing the head coach to utilize Ronaldo's elite-level experience during crucial tournament moments without compromising the development of younger, high-energy prospects who will form the energetic engine of the team in 2030. However, translating this organizational support into on-field success requires a candid confrontation with the undeniable realities of chronological aging and physical decline. By the summer of 2030, Ronaldo will be 45 years old, an age where the human body naturally experiences significant drops in VO2 max, muscular elasticity, and metabolic recovery rates. To mitigate these biological limitations, the coaching staff must undergo a thorough tactical re-engineering of the team's playing style when Ronaldo is on the pitch. Instead of demanding high pressing or extensive defensive tracking, the tactical framework must isolate Ronaldo from defensive duties, surrounding him with hyper-dynamic, high work rate midfielders and wingers who can absorb the physical labor of covering ground. This specialized, pocket striker, role focuses exclusively on maximizing his elite off-the-ball movement, spatial awareness, and lethal finishing inside the penalty area, attributes that do not degrade as rapidly with age. Additionally, his playing minutes must be strictly rationed, transitioning him from an 80-minute starter to a highly potent, super sub, or a starter targeted for specific low-tempo, highly technical opponents. By matching scientific physical load management with a highly supportive tactical ecosystem, the Portuguese national team can effectively neutralize the deficits of Ronaldo's advanced age, converting what could be a physical liability into a highly precise, game-deciding tactical instrument on home turf. The cultural legacy, global brand equity, and the paradigm of the immortal athlete. The culmination of Cristiano Ronaldo's potential participation in the 2030 FIFA World Cup extends far beyond the tactical configurations of the pitch or the immediate athletic ambitions of the Portuguese national team. It represents a watershed moment in the cultural history of global sports and the ultimate case study in modern brand equity. In the contemporary era, sports icons are no longer defined solely by their active playing years, but by their ability to transcend their respective disciplines and morph into permanent cultural institutions. For Ronaldo, a figure who has spent over 2 decades occupying the absolute zenith of global pop culture and digital media, the 2030 tournament on home soil represents the final, grandest stage to solidify this immortal status. Should he step onto the pitch in 2030, the event will cease to be merely a football tournament and will instead become a global cultural phenomenon, drawing in casual observers, cultural critics, and billions of digital native fans who have grown up in an era entirely defined by the Messi-Ronaldo dichotomy. This ultimate appearance would serve as a living monument to human willpower, cementing his legacy not just as an elite goalscorer, but as a cultural deity of perseverance, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. By rewriting the boundaries of what is possible for an aging athlete, Ronaldo's presence in 2030 will redefine the relationship between global celebrity, athletic longevity, and the collective imagination of the sporting world. Simultaneously, the commercial and economic implications of Ronaldo's active involvement in the 2030 World Cup are poised to generate unprecedented global brand equity for both the player and the host nations. From a corporate marketing perspective, Ronaldo is a walking economic multiplier, possessing a digital footprint that dwarfs entire multinational corporations and sovereign states. For the corporate sponsors, broadcasting networks, and organizing committees of Portugal, Spain, and Morocco, his continued participation guarantees a level of global engagement, primetime viewership, and merchandise sales that no other athlete on earth can replicate. The narrative of the last dance, at age 45, played out across the historic stadiums of the Iberian Peninsula and North Africa, creates a high-stakes, cinematic drama that advertisers will compete fiercely to fund. This unprecedented commercial gravity ensures that every training session, press conference, and bench appearance is monetized to its absolute maximum, driving tourism, hospitality, and digital consumption to historic heights in the host countries. Long after the final whistle of the 2030 tournament, the commercial partnerships and media properties established during this event will continue to yield massive dividends, establishing a new blueprint for how veteran athletes can leverage their personal brands to drive macro-level economic growth for entire geographic regions. Ultimately, Ronaldo's quest for the 2030 World Cup serves as the definitive paradigm shift in how humanity conceptualizes the limits of the human body and the psychological definition of the immortal athlete. Historically, the twilight of a professional athlete's career was marked by a graceful, predictable decline into retirement, where physical decay was accepted as an inevitable biological law. Ronaldo, however, has consistently rejected this passive narrative, treating his body as a highly calibrated, evolving scientific project and his mind as an impenetrable fortress of competitive drive. His pursuit of 2030 challenges the deeply ingrained ageist assumptions within professional sports, proving that with cutting-edge medical science, absolute behavioral discipline, and an unyielding psychological drive, an individual can remain relevant at the absolute highest level of human performance well into middle age. This journey offers a powerful, universal message of empowerment that extends far beyond the realm of football, inspiring individuals across all walks of life to defy conventional timelines and push past the perceived boundaries of aging. When Ronaldo walks out under the lights of a packed stadium in 2030, he will not just be chasing a trophy, he will be standing as a testament to the triumph of human agency over time, permanently shattering the traditional life cycle of the professional athlete and leaving behind an immortal legacy of defiance that will inspire generations to come.